So we are doing chili. And 1 second. Chili can be made in so many recipes. I mean, so many varieties that we could use our chili. Anybody here who loves chili? And you can think of the many ways that you can definitely, there you go, that you can definitely eat the chili. Anybody? 10 ways to eat chili. Think about it. So this morning, oh, go ahead. Somebody's going to talk. No?
Well, I was
Okay.
going to say, good morning, everybody. I was about to say, I have never been a fan of chili, but I don't know. Maybe after this morning, there'll be a different story.
Oh, so what is it about the chili you never really
I
cared
don't
for?
know. It was like, it just never, like some things you go, oh, I got to have it. Oh boy, I could mix that with that, or I could have that with that. But I've
Uh-huh.
never, yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Things that make you go, hmm. Is it you like beans?
I like beans.
Yeah, but chili has never been one of yours. So you've never had chili dogs?
Oh, no, I never liked them.
Oh,
They remind me of, and I've never been no.
that
But let's
sounded
see
like,
what's going to go on this morning.
Okay, she said, no way. So I used to serve chili dogs at my shop, Charlene. And let me tell you, chili dog was a all-time favorite. Some people came in and got 2, 3, no joke. And we used the vegan hot dogs, which I don't have any of them here this morning to show you. I wish I did. But
Good morning. Very
morning.
delicious. Yes.
You
Chili
had the
dogs,
chili
very
dogs?
delicious. Oh, yes, I've had them. Delicious.
You had them from something
Sprinkled with
better, or you had them?
cheese.
Yeah, yeah. We make our own cheese at the shop for it. We use the melty cheese for it. Tastes
Yeah,
very,
delicious.
very good. Very
Yes.
good. Can't go wrong. So that's one way you can have the chili. Chili dogs, you know. Um, that's just one. Yesterday at my other location, we did chili shepherd's pie. So that's what we're gonna do this morning, just a quick one. And then you can do empanadas, which I have some wraps in my freezer, but I don't know that it was thawed so quickly and I was late. And let me see if I can pull it out and show you. My father-in-law left it here for me to make something from it, and I never did. Oh boy, that's okay. I'll find it later on and I'll probably do a video of it. You can do chili empanadas, you can do chili and rice, you could do chili over spaghetti, you could do a chili bowl, where you do the chili, the rice, the salad. Chili to me tastes really good with how about some chili and some plantain and rice and
Chili
coleslaw?
tacos.
Chili tacos. Thank you. There you go, girl. You on the road this morning?
Yes,
Chili,
delicious too.
yeah, chili tacos. So Charlene, I hope that we'll get you to love chili. Okay, I pray we do. I just want to get these on to boil while we are cooking up our chili, which hopefully won't take too long. Let's take out our meat. I forgot to take out. We're using there are two versions here that we can use um for truck. Right? I'll introduce you to those in just a minute. When you think about chili, I could have very well have done a presentation on the importance of fiber in our diet while I'm doing this, right? I think of foods that are what we call prebiotics, good gut foods, gut foods that are great for the gut, rather. All right. So you're thinking of foods that are high in fiber. We call them the prebiotics. So the beans are awesome. Imagine a quarter cup of kidney beans has 11 grams of fiber. A quarter cup. All right. Let's get some water in there. And so for our new people coming in, fiber is definitely something we want to count. We want to count our fiber in our We want to count our fiber each day. Okay. Fiber, fiber, and more fiber. All right. Fiber is that important. It is that important. We should have at least how much grams of fiber per day? At least 25 grams of fiber per day, at least. If you're diabetic or borderline diabetic, then you want to have at least um, 50 grams, 45 to 50 grams of fiber per day. All right. Get some salt in that water. And I think we should be good. All right. So our potatoes will boil and we will get into cooking that in a minute. Okay, so we're going to add lots of garlic and onions, and I have a small bell pepper. We should have had more bell peppers, but that's okay. That's okay. We use what we have. No need to, no need to despair. All right. For a long time, I was thinking of doing this recipe with you guys. I just was like, I don't know. But it was such a, as I was thinking of one pot meals. This is a one pot meal. You could cut this down in your crock pot during the night while you're sleeping, add all the ingredients, wake up the next morning to cook chili. You can choose to cook it down stove top, and you can just have that one pot. That's great for meal prep, right? It's great for meal prep. One day chili and rice, one day chili tacos, one day chili dogs, one day um, chili empanada, one day chili and spaghetti. You understand? So that's what meal prep is all about. You cook one main thing and you take that one main thing and you create mini recipes from that one main recipe main pot. All right. Okay, let's get this in there. Can't go wrong with the onions. Gotta have some onion and gotta have some garlic if you're thinking of anything to do with savory foods, as far as I'm concerned. Antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal. That's garlic and onions. Right there, almost there. And then we will start cooking down our chili. You can even use tortillas. You don't have to have tacos. You know, you can use a tortilla. All right, let's do it there. So we're trying to get more fiber. And the reason a lot of us have bloating and discomfort from the greens is because we're not eating sufficient. And the way to get that discomfort and bloating and whatever it is that you may be experiencing from the beans to be gone, that's how you do that. You have to add more, but a little every day, just a little every day. All right. So we have oops, everything going on the table. So a little more every day. That's how you do that. A little every day. I can clear this area for us so you can see what we're doing. I'm going to save some of those greens probably. No, have something else to garnish with. And you could serve it with a dollop of, I was going to say a dollop of sour cream. You can make it yourself or you can purchase it. I was going to say a dollop of daisy. All right. Can't go wrong with garlic. All right, let's see if we can get that back on the other way. All right. And I buy the big container already peeled. So much easier than me peeling them sometimes. I mean, hello. Just like them up really quickly. Get them all in there. And I'm gonna still put more garlic powder in there. Still, I'm gonna still add more. Can't go wrong. Okay, just right. So awesome. All right. All right, let's get that in there. And then now you can choose to cook with water or you can choose to cook with oil. It's your call, right? It's your call. Oops. I'm going to pop this onto the stove, and I am going to add water, and I'm going to cover it. Cover that down. Just get that down. Then I introduce you while that's cooking. I'll introduce you to the meat that we're going to use today. Because chili, you have to have some meat, right? You gotta have some meat. Hopefully, we'll get Charlie to enjoy this with the meat in there. Of course, it's meatless meat. It's not actual meat, right? It's not actual meat. All right, good. So you can choose to do the vegetarian version, which is this. This has egg whites. So for those of us who are just getting into the vegetarian world, this is we're talking about transitional foods. We are cooking chili. Chili, we're gonna have chili and rice. Well, I don't have rice here, but we could do chili, and we're just doing a variety of ways we can have chili. So we have chili and rice, or we have chili shepherd's pie, and we just talk about the different foods we can use to have chili. So you can choose to go with the grillers, and Morningstar Farm has many varieties. I mean, many varieties of these veggie burgers. The griller is one of our favorites, but all of them are really good. I think this one, the griller, was one that was tested, um, given to regular people in a burger, and they couldn't tell it wasn't meat. Okay, I don't know if that's good or bad, but yes. Anyway, so that's the one. You can use this if you go to the store and they don't have crumbles. Now, Morningstar does have a crumble, but the store I shopped at didn't have. But we have Gardein also that has a crumble. And you can choose to use some of this in your meat for your chili. All right. So I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to do. I'll probably use the crumbles and save this in case somebody comes over. I could always give them a bread. All right. Beautiful. So I'm letting that cook down. I'm going to add some tomato paste. I'm going to take you to my stove in just a moment. Just a moment. Take you to the stove where we're going to add some tomato paste to our pot. Right? Give me 1 second. Let's wash these dishes and I'll be with you. Any questions this morning? Any questions? Oops. Our goal is we're trying to get more fiber. We got to get more fiber. If we don't get more fiber, when you think of fiber, you're thinking of foods that help to thinking of foods that help to one, lower cholesterol. A lot of us are having cholesterol issues. Two, if you're eating foods with lots of fiber, you're gonna have controlled blood sugars. Your glucose readings will be normal if you're getting sufficient fiber. And you don't have to overeat in order to get the fiber. And like I said before, just a quarter cup of the beans and you get 11 grams of fiber. Now, that's a whole lot of fiber in a quarter cup of beans, right? Then what else can you do? You can simply, in terms of the benefits of the fiber in the beans or any food that you're getting lots of fiber, you're thinking of weight control. If you're a person who's really concerned about your weight, like most of us are, right? Make sure that's on. Yeah. We are certain to do what? Get lots of fiber from our food. If you get a lot of fiber, you have less cholesterol, high blood pressure is under control, weight issues are under control, glucose levels are under control. Um, what else I was going to say? Constipation, gone. Look at the many benefits of a high fiber meal, okay? So let's look at that. So I took one bag of beans yesterday, last night as I was going to bed. I spent $3.07. Oops, oopsie, I just opened my bean. Okay. So I spent $3.17 on my little bag of Goya. Doesn't matter the brand. And I got 3 tins. I prove it all the time. You get 3 tins from one bag of beans. 3 tins. Three. Okay. So I put it in my crock pot. It's actually still hot. You pop that back in the fridge. Okay, let's look at the fiber content again to make sure that I was right. 11 grams of fiber in a quarter cup. So the serving is a quarter cup. And the fiber, I'm going to show you. I want to show you. This one says 8, but every package is different, right? But I was told it's 11 grams of fiber. All right. When you go to the store, always, 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 people purchase what? a bag of beans. All right, let's get to the stove top now. All right, let's get to the stove top. Make sure you can see what's going on here. So that's my crock pot with my beans I did last night. That gives me my 3 tins and a little of beans, $3.18. Think about it. When you purchase your beans from the food store and you're getting what's the 1 tin, you're paying like $3 for 1 tin, right? That doesn't make no sense. It makes no sense. Come on, think about it. It makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. Our potatoes are almost ready. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, so let's get into this pot. Let's add some tomato paste. So the recipe calls for, so let's start using our crock pots. Those of us who have crock pots, start using the crock pot today. Get your slow cooker. You can get them secondhand, you can get them new, however you choose. Just get one, because you're going to be saving a lot of money. A lot of money you will be saving when you think of using the crock pot. And it doesn't take a lot of energy. And just 6 hours later, now you could definitely, guess what you can do? You definitely can I was going to say you can take the crock pot and put the entire chili recipe in there throughout the course of the night. You could take the one crock pot and put the entire chili recipe in there. All right. Okay, good. So let me get our tomato paste. So the recipe is on the website, somethingbettertoday.com. That's our recipe, our site. So you need 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. All right, 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna let it cook down with that, with the onions and what have you. And you can add a bay leaf. Let's get the bay leaf. You can get one. Let me grab some bay leaves if I can find some here. Right. Let's cover that while I'm looking for my bay leaf. All right. Let's cover that. So let's start using it today. Come on. Let's not have any excuses why we're not using it. We gotta try. We have to try. We have to try. We can't just have these excuses and keep on. Oh, I don't know. I don't like to use it. It's too much work or whatever. Truthfully speaking, I mean, it's not a lot of work to use your crock pot. Let's add some bay leaves. I got some crushed ones here. Take the little bay leaves. Add that in there. And the bay leaves do what? Also help. Guess what? With gas and bloating and discomfort. The bay leaves do the same thing. Imagine that. Even the bay leaf helps with gas and bloating and discomfort. Isn't that good to know? Now, if you have a lot of gas, bloating, and discomfort, you can also use for bloating. You can also use what I'm gonna say. You can put fennel in your beans while it's cooking. You can also use 1 second. You can use fennel. You can use lots of garlic. Put garlic in there when it's boiling. You can use after you've eaten the beans and you feel a little discomfort, you could just take some charcoal and mix it in with water and drink it, or you could take some Beano. Okay, these are just suggestions on how to get rid of that bloating and discomfort that you may get as a result of doing what? Eating lots of beans. But I tell you what, I think that the benefits far outweigh the discomfort that we may get. All right, the benefits of eating a high fiber diet, and then of course, guess what else? Guess what else? Beans are what? High in protein. High in protein. I mean, very high in protein. Think about it. Let me just go there quickly. I'm going to the benefits. So it's a good source of iron, phosphorus, and potassium. Okay, whether they're small or large. Okay. What else is there? And you can't eat it raw. Please, for God's sakes, don't eat beans raw. Now you can sprout it. You can sprout the beans, but there again, I'd still put a little heat to it. I would still put a little heat to it. All right. All right, let's get in there and let's stir that. Let's stir that. All right. So, like I said before, it lowers cholesterol, good for diabetes, improves memory because it has lots of vitamin B1. Oh my goodness, it boosts energy because of course it's high, it's a complex carb. Let's stir that in very quickly. I just want the tomato paste to cook down a little more before we decide to add our other ingredients. That's usually the secret is for a good anything that you have tomato paste added to. I'm going to check our potatoes. So it has lots of protein, helps for getting rid of extra waste, detoxifying the system, helps with weight loss and constipation, and immune, anti-aging, cleanses the stomach, improves the heart, strengthens the bone, reduces migraines, helps in tissue repair, helps to reduce cataracts, helps to relieve rheumatoid arthritis because of the copper found in the beans, even helps with asthma. Come on, who can tell me they can avoid having some of this goodness today? Let's eat some kidney beans, yes? Let's do it. So I'm going to add my meat. I'm going to use the Gardein crumbles. This can be used for lasagna. This can be used for spaghetti. This can be used in any recipe that calls for ground beef or ground turkey. Any recipe that you're looking for that calls for ground beef or ground turkey, this can be used, okay? And can be found in most food supermarkets throughout wherever you shop, from wherever you're at, okay? Let's add some meat. This is our meat. All right, this is our meat. I need a cup of that. There's a cup, so I can take this one bag there again and create mini recipes from one bag because this has more than a cup. This has like 3 cups, and I already used it in another recipe. All right, let's put that away quickly. All right, let's stir it in. All right, very good. Let's let that cook down for a second. Let's check our potatoes, which may be very well ready, and then we can get into making our mashed potatoes for. Oh, that's good. Guess what? They're ready. So let's drain, get the water out, and then we're gonna create our topping for our shepherd's pie. Anybody here love shepherd's pie? I love shepherd's pie. I love shepherd's pie. Now, there's another recipe on the website. I'll add this one. This is not there yet. I used to do what's the shepherd's pie? I have a lentil shepherd's pie. You could take that same meat I just showed you just now and make shepherd's pie. Yeah, because I'm gonna add a little coconut milk, and that's my weapon of choice. A little coconut milk if you want it to be creamy. And I'm going to add a little garlic, so you want it to be a garlic shepherd's pie. Okay. Just put a little garlic powder in there. Let me just take you over there while we're doing just that. All right. Let's do that. Beautiful. I put a little garlic powder in there. I'm going to put just a sprinkle of cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper. Good stuff. And of course, we got to put some butter. I'm using, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm using Earth Balance. Earth Balance. It's vegan, plant-based, great for baking and vegan, buttery foods, or you could do it with cookies and whatever else. Whatever calls for butter, okay? It's not butter, it's a spread. There it goes. I'll put that in there. I'm going to turn that off in just a second. Then we get our masher. Get the masher. Let's turn that stove off. And we mash. Okay. So this is the topping for the shepherd's pie that we're going to have in just a second. Just a second from now, we have it. So I'm going to show you 2 ways we can have chili today, but I'm going to create more recipes from my one pot of chili. And there we have it. A creamy mashed potato. Got to make sure it's good. So use a pinch of salt. A pinch, just a pinch, nothing much, nothing major. All right, mix it all in. And there goes our creamy potatoes ready for. Let's get back to our chili. Let's get back to the chili. Let's cover that. That potato tastes really good, guys. Awesome. So let's finish our chili now. Let's finish it in 1 minute. So our tomato paste is all in. We're gonna actually finish this here in 1 minute. Watch me. Hey, watch me. So I need 2 cups of beans. Let me grab my measuring cup. Get 2 cups of beans, and you don't want the water. You don't want the water. There goes my beans going in. And I could take
Can you
these and
drink the
do
water?
if you can drink it,
Yes.
why not? I don't know that I would, but why not? Go ahead, girl. They're gonna have some gas and bloating in there, but you can have fun. You can have lots of fun. There's a lot of gas in there, girl. Plentiful.
Okay.
Hey, plenty. I'm gonna just put some plain sauces, just a dot. I'm storing it in. Some tomato sauce. About 1.5 cups of tomato sauce. That's probably only a cup. I need to get a little more in the jar that I have here. You know, Miss Troy, the bean water, I'm sure has lots of making sure it's still good because I haven't used it in a while. Yep, smells good. All right, so that's 1.5 cups of tomato sauce. And you could use crushed tomatoes. It doesn't necessarily have to be, let's pour this up. It doesn't have to be, what's the word? Tomato paste. Tomato crush sauce. It could be crushed tomatoes if that's what your preference is. Okay. Miss Troy, think about it though. There is some benefit in the water because, of course, the copper is there. Whatever would have been in the actual would have to be some left in that water. So yeah, man, go ahead and drink the water. I don't know that I would, but yeah,
And
why not?
stay home.
You can use the water if you're making like rice. It's just for this recipe we don't want it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I use
Okay.
it for my
Thank you.
rice because then it'll make it nice and dark and rich. You know what I'm saying? So that's a plus. Let's get the rest of that out of there. When I open up large containers, I use these large containers of like veggies or mayonnaise containers to store my leftovers. You buy them in the gallon, get more. Okay, quickly, let's finish that recipe and then we will be done. 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. There we go. Okay, so let's season it up now. So of course we got to put some cayenne because it's chili, right? So we have some cayenne, and you can choose to use chili peppers. That's your choice. That's all on you. I'm gonna add a little more garlic. Like I said, I'm a garlic freak, right? And I'm gonna do some cumin. Now the cumin could have gone in earlier. I forgot when I was cooking down my onions and what have you. So it would have been a good place to put that because then it would actually get a more flavor. Then I need a tablespoon of chili powder. All right. And I'm using just the regular chili powder. All right. Beautiful. And to bring all the flavors together, you can choose to use a little honey if you're not totally vegan, or you can choose to use a little brown sugar, just a teaspoon or so, or you can use some maple syrup. Okay. You can use whichever one of those you have just to bring those flavors together. It enhances the flavor just like MSG would without the use of the MSG. MSG is an irritant. It's not good for us. And so this would really bring those flavors together. Then you can put a little oregano if you have, or you can just use a little Italian seasoning or basil. I'm gonna do some basil. I think mine is very near. Yeah, I'll do some basil, just some regular sweet basil, just a little, because I didn't cook a whole lot. All right, beautiful. Stir, and there goes our chili. Did I add salt? I forgot. I forgot to add salt. So you need about a teaspoon, about a tablespoon. Oh, for that amount, I probably think about. Well, I won't taste it now. Will I? Yeah, I have to taste it because I'm about to assemble. So let me see if it has the right amount of salt because I'm about to assemble. Guys, um, what's my girl name? Charlene. You want some of this. All right, it's really good. So then you can take that, just making sure it's really on point before we continue. Okay, let me show you quickly how we can assemble that. I'm going to take you over to the next section here into one recipe, and then, like I said, I'll keep on creating some recipes, and then you'll get to see them later on. Let's turn that stove off because it's ready, like Freddy, right? Let's bring the camera back, and then I'll assemble our. I don't have any white rice. I used it all in my last recipe, but that's okay. I just want you to see what it looks like. Let me grab my Bahamian and Ambrosia prints. I like to add those as my finish, right? So it can look nice and pretty. Then we're gonna grab our dish. I will have to add a little oil or something. You can spray the pan. This one I'm going to add just a little drizzle of oil in there. And that's only a drizzle I have there in that container anyhow. All right. And use your fingers and go quickly. All right. And we take some chili. Take some chili. So the chili is our meat. That's our meat. That's our meat stuff in there. Right? All the things we could do. You know, there's so much we could do. Let's be creative in our homes and our cooking. Then we take our potato. Oops. Take the potato and put it on top. And like I said, you can do this with any bean you choose. So meal prep is important for most of us because we work in such heavy, hectic jobs, man. All right, very hectic jobs. Now, I'm going to top it off with some, however you choose to pronounce it, Daya. Put it on for me. I'll show you now. Some cheddar, Daya, just a little, just to give it a little coloration, right? And then I'm going to sprinkle some parsley, pop it into the oven, 350, or until my cheese melts, because really that's all you want to do. That's as long as it needs to be there. That's it. Okay. That is beautiful. Let's grab some parsley. Wash my hands first. So then you can have your chili with rice. You can have your chili. I mean, there's so many things you can do. So many things we can do to make it happen, make it work. Sprinkle a little parsley just so you can have a little color. Look at that. Look at that. And there goes our dish. And I'm gonna pop it into the oven, 350. Yum. Let me just grab a bowl of chili and put that there also. Hold on. Let's grab a bowl of chili. We can complete the look of our presentation. Right? You can have the chili by itself if you're really carb conscious. You know, a lot of us are carb conscious. Because this is, like I said, it's carbohydrates and protein in one. That's all you need. That's all the doctor ordered. Put a little cheese on that. Okay, a sprinkle of cheese. There you got it. And there goes lunch today. You got it with a salad for those of us who are carb conscious. You know, you're like, well, that already has carbohydrates in there. Do I want more? You don't have to have more. You could just have that with a salad. Have it with some steamed veggies. And there goes your lunch. That's two meals we took with our chili. I'm going to continue building until we get some more lunches out of our chili. Okay, that's what we should do. This is meal prep. Meal prep. All right, let's go a little closer and then we're gonna just go a little closer and then we're gonna stop the recording. Let's move That. So we have, that's our finish. Hope you enjoy them. I really do. 1 second for me. It would have been nice to have a dollop of sour cream, which I do have something in the fridge that I could have put there, but anyway, nevertheless, you get the idea.